You probably think of the fall of the Berlin Wall as this huge, planned moment, right? Like a date circled on the calendar for freedom to burst through. But get ready for this because it might shift your perspective. Did you know the immediate trigger for the wall actually opening was basically an accident? Yeah, seriously, picture this. It's November 9th, 1989. The Cold War has been grinding on for decades. The Berlin Wall, built way back in 1961, has literally cut a city and a country in half. It's the ultimate symbol of the Iron Curtain, keeping families separated, dreams crushed, and people trapped in East Germany under a pretty harsh government. For weeks, pressure had been building. Thousands of East Germans were trying to find ways out through other countries like Hungary and Czechoslovakia. Protests were growing back home. The government knew they had to do something to ease the tension, to stop the bleeding of their population. So, on that Thursday afternoon, they drafted new travel regulations. The idea was to make it slightly easier for East Germans to apply to travel, maybe even visit the West, but it still involved applications and waiting. Nothing about opening the borders right away. Now here's where things get wild. There was a press conference that evening meant to announce these new, slightly less restrictive travel rules. The man giving the announcement was Günther Schabowski, a party official. Problem was, he hadn't been in the crucial meeting where they finalized the rules earlier that day. He was handed the document right before the press conference started and didn't fully understand it. He read out the rather complicated new regulations, and then a journalist, Riccardo Ehrman from Italy, asked a seemingly simple question. When do these new rules take effect? Schabowski looked down at his paper, seemed a bit confused, and mumbled something about it being effective immediately, without delay, or in German sofort und versoglich. That wasn't the plan at all. The plan was for it to take effect the next day, after people had time to apply properly. But the reporters, sensing a massive story, immediately pressed him. Is that for West Berlin too? Schabowski just nodded, still looking unsure. And that was it. Live on television, broadcast across both East and West Germany, a confused answer to a simple question instantly became the biggest news in the world. Within minutes, the news was everywhere. People in East Berlin heard immediately without delay and started heading to the wall. Not to protest violently, but just to cross. Think about the scene. Border guards at the checkpoints, like the one at Bornholmerstrasse, had no orders. They were just as shocked as everyone else. They called their superiors, who called their superiors, but nobody knew what to do. They had lines of thousands of people, chanting, demanding to be let through, armed with nothing but Schabowski.